That is way chopped.
That is sexy.
That is.
Good Lord.
This is our final prototype.
This is here.
Yeah, that's what we meant. We didn't mean this was the final production.
Prototypes.
Yeah.
Gotta love them. What's up, Lite Brite Nation?
Hey, Lite Brite Nation.
Hey, what's up, Lite Brite Nation?
Apparently,
Got work to do. What's up, Lite Brite Nation?
apparently Kevin's working on something. It's a beautiful day. We got the shop doors open for the first time in months. And we have Gil's LJ back in the shop. We did this one a couple of months ago. We did the front diff in it. The
Air lockers.
The locker line was cracked. Well, locker still doesn't work, so we're thinking it's something internal. We think it's cracked internally or the inside seal doesn't work. And he's stuck to where the price of labor and splitting it apart and figuring out what's wrong with it and the downtime is so long. So we just contacted Northridge. They sent us a brand new one for the labor of busting up the old one and trying to figure out what's wrong with it. He's had this guy in the shop 3 times to figure out why his front locker leaks. We've replaced lines and everything, so we're just thinking it's something internal this time. And he's had this locker in here for about 10 years. He is not easy on this Jeep. This Jeep's only sole purpose in his life is to wheel, and he wheels it every week. I think that front diff's just finally tired. So we're gonna get to cracking and swap it out. And then I'm gonna take his old one apart and we'll see if we can figure out what's wrong with it or what failed internally. Hopefully we can find something else. But let's get it in the air and torn down. You've also watched us do diffs before, so we're just gonna fast forward to the fun part and I'll see you in a minute. Got it apart. I wanted to check this first because this guy is usually the culprit. There's no visible damage. We'll check this thing out. And ready? No leakies.
Nope, I don't hear any air come out of there.
Okay, well, it's not that. I guess we'll just replace it. And then we'll tear that thing apart and see what's going on inside.
I'm gonna steal Chris's phone real quick, because if you guys were wondering what I was working on in the background with the spray can. So you know we did the new frame chop that we've been working on, Chris has been working on. We never clear coated that old frame chop from Next Venture Motorsports. So it's all rusted out. Looks kind of cool, but it's not exactly what I want to go for. Also, Chris has been working on the AC. So we got it, it's working, but it's not quite the setup that we wanted. You can see like the sensors right here in the grill. So we're gonna have to change that. But anyway, it's fully functional, but also if you look at this, we are going to flip this handle around to the back side. So when you are gonna lock it and unlock it, you just gotta reach underneath here, which allowed us to take this in right here, 3/4 of an inch to the winch, and then bring this 2.5 inches further in. So that's what Dan got me, was the new frame chop bumper. So that's right here, and I just got done spray painting it, clear coat. So now if you look at it, you can see that this doesn't come way out and the bend is right off of here. So the winch is literally gonna bolt right here. So it's gonna be another 3 inches further in. So the furthest thing out is gonna be these hooks. And you might notice there's some new dirty lights here. So get some new wheels going on the JL. Those ones that been on there for over a year, and I didn't clear coat them or really take care of them, and they're kind of not so nice anymore. They still look shiny, probably in video. Up close, they're pretty bad, and I've tried using aluminum cleaner and it helps, but it's still not good. Plus it's the same look, and I just wanted to change it up, and Dirty Light's been coming out with some new wheels, so that's one of them. They've got another one that's coming in that's on the boat that we'll probably switch to in like June or July to show you the new ones from there. But that's what I was working on. So new frame chop, everything's working. Dan's almost done pretty much with that. Chris has got some AC stuff in the works for that. That's going, what is it, vintage air or something? That's what he's doing. He's just swapping out the whole thing.
Then we'll go through and tear this apart and see what's going on inside, because it's definitely leaks, but not from the outside. It only leaks when he's using it. So if he gets it up and he's really got it torqued, it starts to leak and unlocks and slips. So I don't know. These things are prone to crack internally, so we're gonna see if that's possibly why. But it's been serviced like 3 times and it still does it, so something is wrong with this.
It's not destroying that spider gear on the inside. What's that one gear called? So there's a spring there, and if
wafer spring.
Yeah, there's this like really wavy double spring thing, and if you don't have enough air pressure to really lock it, there's that other gear inside that will
starts
to roll, and that's not what's happening here, right? It's not like clack, clack,
hell,
clack, clack.
I don't even know. All right, we'll know when we get this one apart, but that's what we're gonna check today.
Whoops. Now I guess we'll check that out. I'm gonna give him his phone back.
All right, so we got the new locker all put back together and installed. Beck's torquing it down right now. 60 pounds on the cap. I'm gonna bend up this new one. Yes, and I'll make it go up and over this time, guys. So the new locker came with an updated case hardware. So this one has the double O-ring with the collapsible brass in the middle. So I updated the new one, and then what we'll do is we'll put the quick disconnect on here for the line instead of having the swedge kind, because it's a real pain in the butt to get that back off once it's swedged. It makes for servicing later a lot harder. So we're gonna get that installed right now. We'll bend this up and get this thing in, and then take this thing apart and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it on the inside. Like I said, this has been serviced like 3 times and it still doesn't lock. So find out if we can see what's wrong with it. So Beck is done with the front cover. So now we just got to put fluid in it. Oh my God. While Beck's over here having an amazing time putting diff fluid in. We're gonna go ahead and take this thing apart and see what's in her. See why it's having such a hard time locking or staying locked. I'm hoping it's the back gear, but we're about to find out right now. It's gonna be in there. It's gonna be in here. There it goes. So if that is cracked, it would be in here. That doesn't appear to be cracked either. Huh. Let's see if we can get some air pressure in there. So this is the seal that pushes up against this gear. Pushes this gear out. I will tell you something that's interesting. I bet you they've had a redesign, because this is not what that one that we just put in looks like. So I wonder how old this guy is. There's supposed to be a wave spring, and there's not a wave spring. It's got a bunch of these instead. So, I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could find something in here. Okay, next morning. Getting ready to put the wheels on. Got the whole system back together. Everything's buttoned up. Turned on the compressor. Everything's great. But something's leaking. So, we went and got our stuff. We got our special ARB leak stuff. We're just gonna start at the solenoid and see what we can find. Nope. Spray it all down. Oh, you see that? The housing's leaking. Oh, geez. Now let's see if we can tighten that up. Oh yeah, it's loose. I wonder how long that's been loose. Oh, that's real loose. Shh. I don't hear anything. Squirt, 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 squirt. Nothing's leaking right now. All right, well, that works. This is his air supply. So he ran off the backside, came up. This is his on-off valve to run his air up, which he has out the front of the bumper, so that he can air up his tires from that. Nothing seems to be leaking. The lockers are holding, oh. There it goes. It just clicked in there. Oh, that could have been horrible. Yeah, she's in there now. Oh, come out. And it's not. No air. Got it. All right, cool. All right, got the wheels on, got them torqued down. Make sure you remember to torque down the wheels, because you don't want one falling off on the freeway. That would suck. Never happened to me, but I've seen it happen before. Wheels are on it. It's on the ground. I just remembered that I left the locker and the compressor and everything else on, which is good, because it's taken me probably 10 minutes to get this far, and the compressor has not come back on yet. So I think we got it handled. Gil's on his way up here, and I know he's gonna take it out this weekend because he's got an event tomorrow. Good luck. I know we got it. I know we did it. Also, guess what else just showed up? Beck went down and got Phoebe's motor out of the machine shop. I just had it hot tanked because, if you remember, I ground down in this valley and got all this smoothed out and all the lips and everything ground off, and I got the cam bearings pulled out of it. She's ready to be reassembled, so I'll probably do this in a week or two. I also got the head studs for it. I will not be getting main studs because I cannot find any, and they don't plan on making any for like 2 months. I called everywhere. Well, I don't think I really need main studs because I'm not putting a big crank in here and I'm not boosting the compression. It's already 9.5 to 1 or 937. Oh yeah, it says right there. 937 to 1. She should scooter right along. I can't wait to get this guy built. As you can see, we got Gil's Jeep out of here. He's super happy, no more leaks, and his locker works, so that's good.
That's good.
And now we have Kevin installing what we think is the final version of the frame chop front bumper. I got the AC working. I still have to make it so that you can do it at home. I did it my way, which I don't think you'd be able to do it at home. I crimped new ends on everything and made my own lines. But we're gonna make it so that it's user-friendly at home. If you have a welder and stuff, you could just chop the frame off and do it from home. That's the goal.
We can't do it with mine because the problem is Chris was trying to do it all and we might have sort of destroyed the original, maybe.
Almost destroyed. Well, we didn't destroy the original. I cut the factory block off and then I just made my own lines go to the condenser that I had installed. Another thing that we have to do, even though you think Kevin would like it, we have to shorten the seat. I have to lower the seat. And if you remember when I did it, the inside hole on the frame needed to be lowered. So I'm gonna pull the seat back out and chop the frame and we're gonna lower the seat because it's just a little too high and we don't like it. It's not uncomfortable to drive, it's just you sit really tall. So I'm gonna pull this seat back out and modify that seat frame and get the seat to sit a little bit lower. That's what we're gonna do now. Ta-da! Now all I gotta do is take this cover off and we'll clock it 180 from here so that the lever's back there and then we can put the new bumper back in it. Yay! Problem solving. Hold on.
That is way more.
Maybe the only thing you got sticking out now are the 2 recovery hooks.
That is way chopped.
That is sexy.
That is.
Good lord.
That is super chopped. Yeah.
That is even sexier than it was before.
Yeah, that is. That just took off another 2 inches. I mean, these are still out there, but
They're so high. They're so much higher than they were before.
That is insane.
Ooh boy.
Yeah.
Climb some walls, buddy.
Well, now I'm gonna be able to get my front tires to it, but then I'm just gonna belly out. That's pretty sick, huh?
It's pretty sick. Well, it'll only belly out for a little bit, cause I'm gonna tear it apart at the end of summer. We're gonna make it even bigger.
Might actually need your file.
Just need to soften up the back side of this because the rope just catches on
Just barely.
Just barely. So we're just gonna soften it.
I'm gonna need it.
I got a file though. While Kevin's up there grinding away, we got the seat out. So what we want to do is we're gonna lower this. So I need to pull this bolt, lower this side rail about 1 inch on this side and drill another hole. And then back here, we're just gonna pick up this one hole that exists. So we're gonna lower this whole thing 1 inch. And if you remember, I think this bracket's in the way, so we might have to just notch the bottom of this bracket. We'll do the same out here. We're gonna lower this 1 hole, and I'm gonna punch another hole in here so that we can lower this 1 inch. So we're just gonna get these pulled out of here, and I'm gonna set them up on the drill press and get them knocked out. And just as I suspected, this one won't go down because it touches right back here a little bit. Just a little bit. So with it all out, you can see I just need to notch this 1/4 inch just to clear that rail. Drill a little pilot hole right here, drill a little pilot hole right here, and then just connect the dots with the grinder. Possibly the saw. I don't know if the bandsaw will get in here and do this, but let's get to cutting. Woo-woo! So Kevin got the fair lead all ground down so we don't hit any rope anymore, so it's out of the way.
Yeah, it was barely touching, so when he makes the final production, he just needs to bring that down just a tiny bit. That's the fun part about doing this, right?
Prototypes.
Yeah.
Gotta love them.
We said it was our final one. This is our final prototype.
This is here.
Yeah, that's what we meant. We didn't mean this was the final production. So if you see here, because we're so close to the winch, this was up higher and it was kind of chafing on the bottom of the line here. So I just ground it down. This will just be a 1/4 inch further down. And then with the fair lead actually holds it up now. We're good to go.
Just gonna shoot this with some clear. Just clear this up real quick and put it back together, and then we'll put the rest of the bolts in the bumper, and that should be pretty much wrapped up. And then I got that seat rail all ground down and perfect. It's 1/4 of an inch up. Still a lot of meat there. So let's get this thing in there and hopefully get the seat mounted back in there tonight, because it's nighttime. Actually, it's Miller time. But I'm not welding. Do have one more thing to do. I got to plug a hole right here in the middle. I actually got to get the other bracket and do the same thing so that we can put a hole here. And I want to mock that up in the drill press and do that too. All right, now that we got that guy notched out, got that hole drilled, should be able to pick up that hole and that hole. Look at that. And we have a little bit of room to go down. Same with this guy. So we'll just bolt these guys back up, drop it a hole, and put the seat back in. And then we'll see if Kevin likes the way it sits. And if it does, we'll have to do the other side, because Brittany's a little bit taller. But we might do that later. Right now, we're just gonna get this driver's seat done. Look at that. Oh, wait. We must put a seatbelt in here. Find the hole. That's what she said. Kevin's out there making all kinds of atrocious noises. I wonder if he's doing okay. Sounds like he's sick. That side up. Look at that. Now we'll put the seat in before we tighten everything up, because I can do it from outside.
Whoop, there it is. So this time I actually clear coated it, so it looks fantastic. It's not gonna rust now. It's just gonna be that cool raw look. Then eventually Dan at Next Venture Motorsports, he can do like an aluminum fascia for people that don't want that raw look. So the fascia will just bolt right up against all that, and you won't really lose any clearance. Here's from the side, look at all that approach angle. The lock handle is down underneath in the back, so I just gotta reach under the bumper and turn it. So no big deal there. Liking that a lot. Like it a lot. Good job, Chris. Good job, Dan. Woo! You need my help over here, you said? Kinda, maybe?
I got it.
You got it? Oh, you don't need my help? Fine then. She's almost done. I gotta respray those freaking rock sliders. Oh, you're spraying black. I'm not taking the rust off. I'm just gonna spray black over there. Black Rust-Oleum, right?
Black Rust-Oleum.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's a lot lower.
Go ahead. Have a seat.
That might be too low, although it's gonna be easier to get in. Not too low.
Listen to this guy.
Oh no, that's good. That's good. What this is? Oh yeah, see, so if I need to sit up more, I can just sit it more upright. What happened was the digital speedometer's at the top of the dash right here, and I was sitting up so high that I literally couldn't see.
You can't see. No, I couldn't either, because I'm taller than he is.
Oh, that's so much better.
Awesome.
That's so much better. And then when you want to sit up, although the cool thing about these seats is that they go all the way flat.
But now I got a bar in here. No, it won't.
It's still fun. That's a good position.
I mean, yeah, you can still take a nap from there.
Yeah.
If not, you just lay down in the back. All right, let me get these seat finished bolting these guys through. I gotta get them back through the seat.
Is it all the way forward right now?
And, bolted back up. All right, seat harnesses are back in, and factory one's still in. Some people want to see that still in there. Yeah, we use this one when we're just like cruising down the street.
Yeah, I just moved this out of the way.
It's kind of hard to get into the PRPs, but when you're wheeling,
Yeah.
boy, these things hold you in there. Okay, when you're doing like 55 across the desert floor,
Yeah,
they work really nice.
I wonder if I can touch the buttons now with this harnesses on. Because when I'm in the harness, I can't reach
Whose buttons you want to touch?
yours. I want to push your buttons.
Okay, now it's
Okay.
who's in it?
Yeah.
In it to win it.
Okay. Kinda. If I sit up right where I would sit, strap that down. I can hit all my Switch Pros.
Nice. Almost hit the auxiliary.
No, I can do that. But if I'm like here, Yeah, no, I can. Before I was sitting up too high, and I'm like,
Yeah, you couldn't even come close to
I'm
him.
like,
I
Chris,
couldn't even come
I was
close
like,
to
Crit
him.
hits number 4, please.
So I gotta sit in the passenger seat and hit number 4. Everything works from there. Good.
I mean, I like sitting up because I could see down and around like I felt
Especially
more.
when you're wheeling, like you can
Like,
see
yeah, I
the
like
front
it.
end.
Well, we are ready for Maris Adventure Park. You guys haven't been? Look up Maris. It is so sick. It's like 6,500 acres of the Palo Duro Canyon, which is crazy sick.
So we got Gil's locker installed.
Got the new frame chop done. The AC's done. The AC works right. You got that fixed. Got the seat done. That's it. We're ready for Maris. We're ready for the E3 off-road.
Trail takeover?
This one's not the trail takeover.
Not
This is
trail
actually
takeover.
like a. I don't even. I gotta figure out what this is even
event.
called. Yeah, this is our E3 off-road like big event for the year. Because this is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is a 4-day event at Maris. So
gonna be sick.
if you missed out this time, keep an eye on it because we will be doing it in the fall. So we might be doing it like every spring and fall. And there's only about 30 spots available. So check it out. Anyway, you want to do the closeout? Thank you so much for watching.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share. Make sure you share with everybody because that's how we do it.
Your closeouts are so funny.
I
I
know.
love them. I love them.
You get all your Lite Brite merch, which I need to come up with some merch soon.
I know, you were saying that the other one.
I know, everybody yelling.
So decals and merch. We can have Chris decals, Chris merch. I think you need the one that says where Kevin's talent ends, Chris's begins. That'd be a cool sticker.
That'd be a great shirt. Or
That'd be
a
a good.
hat.
Any of it. Anyway.
Anyway.
My talent seems to be running out a lot lately. Well, no, before King of the Hammers, right? When the wheel fell
you
off
did
and I
great.
wrecked this.
King of the
But I'm saying,
Hammers?
before King of the Hammers,
All
though,
talent.
before King of the Hammers, I wrecked this, the Ultra 4 car, the side-by-side. Like, I mean, I was just destroying everything I owned. But then I totally redeemed myself at King of the Hammers. I
Yes,
think.
you did.
I think
Yes,
I
you
did.
did. Anyway.
All right, guys.
Make sure to like and subscribe and share.
You're
Get all your
just-
Lite Brite merch at LiteBriteStudios.com because I did not say that yet.
We love you, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
What's the matter?
I think it's empty.
We'll give you that idea.